Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Insightful Leaders, an initiative under Thoughts on Education by collegedunia.com. So, today we have with us Dr. Kavita Kasliwal Hari, who is designated as the CEO of Arihant College, Indore. She is a recipient of Youth Icon Award 2018, Women's Excellence Award 2016, Women Achievers Award 2015, and DNA Women of Substance. With this, she has presented and published various research papers and case studies at national and international seminars. Apart from this, she has an experience of 12 years in the academic field and 4 years in the industry experience. Ma'am, welcome to College Dunia.
Thank you.
So, here your first question is, you have been in this industry for decades. So, tell us about your experience in the education industry and what makes it the best industry to work in.
I think the education industry is far more satisfying in terms of like whenever you work for the whole day and then you go back home, so you feel a lot of contentment. See, eventually everybody is working in this world today, and we are all having our own aims, ambitions, targets. So there is a lot of stress like any other industry, but this education industry is little more satisfying according to me, because because it is only through this industry that we are building the futures of the students who are with us. We are building the careers of the teachers and the other people who are working with us, and it is an industry wherein when you go back home, you're so mentally satisfied that, okay, yes, I've done my bit by coming in this world, and I've done my bit to do justice to whatever we are doing. And I think that's the best way of giving something in return back to the society. So I think it's a very satisfying industry. And of course, you are very proud when your students are doing very good. So, you have that little bit extra pride in you. Like just as a parent, how you are very proud when your kids do something good. So eventually all the college students are your own children, and then you are so happy to see them all work. And then, it's a different sort of connection you have with them, which otherwise, if it was some other industry, you would be limited to very few set of people whom you would be dealing in. But because it's the education industry, every year, we keep coming across so many students who come in and who go out, and then we get in touch with all of them, even when they pass out. So, I mean, it's a very interesting thing. You're always connected to the youth. You know what's happening, what's in, what's out, and what do they want. So, accordingly, you keep doing the changes.
That's great.
So, it helps us to think youth as well.
Yeah. So my next question is, any of the significant challenges which you have faced being the CEO of Arihant College?
See, significant challenge is always trying to do something different. How do you create your USP, and how do you still, keep connected to the youth? Because, like whenever when we were studying as students, or maybe even little later, the priority of the students when they would be going to the institute was little different as to what now the students are wanting, why they are going to the institutes. So because when we used to study, the internet was not so much in fashion. Okay, so now that if the teacher is teaching in the class, like today if I'm taking a class, I have to be much more advanced than what my student is. I cannot just keep seeing whatever is written in the book or maybe on the net. The student has already come into the class reading all this, and he knows he'll get the required information from anywhere across. So what it is challenging for you as a teacher, it is challenging for you as an institute, is to give him that level up information, to give him that practical exposure as much as you can, which is actually going to help him in the industry, rather than just trying to go through the bookish format and making him have to go through. So it's always a challenge to keep yourself, even in terms of the facilities that you're providing, in terms of the curriculum that you have built up, in terms of the mode of lectures that you're giving in terms of eventually the gyan that you're passing on to the student. It is always a challenge. How well are you passing on the information to the students that keeps them connected and that keeps them excited enough to keep coming to the college over and over again. And another challenge which I felt over a period of time was like, of lately, there has been a changing trend in the school students. Like, a lot of parents are now preferring that their child, instead of just regularly going to the school, they're preferring that, he does some other competitive exam or he does, something extra, even if it is at the cost of going and enjoying his regular school life. So that is also a challenge, because with the same set of mind, the student is entering the college, and then it becomes a challenge for you. What all activities can you do? What all additional, co-curricular things, so many things you have to keep doing all the time, so that the students continue to come in the college, and then at never point of time they feel that our time is getting wasted because we are going there. We would rather study this elsewhere. So it's always a challenge. How do you keep connected to those students? And also again, with these times, students is continuously changing his details, they're continuously changing the contact detail, the way we get in touch with them. Like even during this entire scenario, it's a challenge to be in touch. So always, you have to maintain that level of rapport with the student. You have to come down to their level so that they feel connected, they feel open to you, they don't get carried away with whatever is happening in the world, and, they feel their level of comfort staying with you, being connected to you as a mentor, as a teacher, as a coordinator, or as whatever he feels like. But it is important to be connected. So that is also one of the challenges which I felt we face. That how do we still, maintain the connect with the student? So yeah, these were the 2-3 main challenges which we faced over the years.
Okay. So ma'am, the next question is, what goals do you have in your mind for your institute over the next few years?
Over these years, we have, every year we keep experimenting with some new program, with some value-added changes. We keep adding on new and new courses in our kitty. So every year we keep doing that. Now the goal for the next, maybe 5 years or 10 years down the line, is naturally to continue to do this, to keep experimenting whatever is the need of the hour, and at the same time, of course, at the moment we're NAC B, so I want to become A+. We want to start the own research center and then become a university one day. So yes, that's in the pipeline.
And ma'am, College Dunia is with you to support you in the entire journey.
Yes, thank you so much.
Okay. So ma'am, in today's world, being industry ready is the new mantra. So how does the curriculum of Arihant College ensures the best practice of the industry is being followed?
Being industry ready is the new mantra. That's right. Because, what is happening today, even if the government is emphasizing that, we should create enough employment in our own country, and, we should start using the products which are made in our own country, thereby creating a lot of employment opportunities for the students within the country itself. So yes, of course, for all of this, it is very important that the student gets the practical knowledge for all of it. And again, now there are various ways and means. One is through the pedagogy that, you impart your training with, you discuss with them lots of case studies so that they completely get an idea about some concept, if you talk about management, so they would get a different concept in their mind regarding how the situation was dealt at that time. Now today, if this sort of scenario comes in front of you, how would you be dealing in? And then, you get an idea about various sort of different companies, that this one did this one did that. And then, you try and balance out that, okay, if you were in a situation, what would be the best? Then one is definitely visiting a lot of companies, going there for internship, going there for visits, so that you practically get into the field before you actually start working. So you get the hands-on information, you get the hands-on experience regarding what is done and how it is being dealt. And you also understand the pressure you are in the field, because there is a very different mindset when the student is studying. Most of them, they actually think that, now that they have studied, they're all going to become managers, and they'll be having a cabin of their own and stuff, whereas life is very different. You will become that one day, but it's definitely not going to be immediately. So first, what you have to do is you have to work on your own skills. Skill set is the only mantra. Improve your skill set. Even if that skill set is very small, but become a master of it. So the moment you start realizing what is your strength and what are you good at, and then you just start developing more and more, in depth into it, any company is going to pick you up. Why? Because today's world, everybody needs a master of these things. People are not looking for somebody who can do everything. I mean, of course, you need to know the basics of everything, but you need to become a master of just one. That has to be your forte and domain. So that's what you have to do. You have to identify every student what they are good at, and then try giving them exposure of that industry more and more, so that whenever they get placed, at least they're doing justice to where they are, and not be like कि किसी को आपने कोई सी भी चीज सिखा दी and you just there is a mismatch. It should not be like that. So it has to be somebody who's good at that. You try honing those skills. And communication, that is like the most important thing. If you are not able to communicate to your surroundings, to your stakeholders, to your students, to your customers, to your employees, to your bosses, to your subordinates, you are in a deep mess. So you better work on your communication. So I think these are the two things which is really required before you enter into the industry practically.
Definitely, ma'am. So the last question is, what do you see as Arihant College's greatest strength?
Arihant College has a history of around 14 years back. We started in 2006. So our first important strength are our own alumni network, which is spread not only across India, but it is also in various other cities across the world. So one is, of course, our very strong alumni network. Second is, of course, our location, because we are located right in the center of the city with this entire lush green 5.5 acres campus. So these are the two very important strengths. Thirdly is, of course, that we are a very dynamic institution, and our tagline also goes like the place of innovative education. So every year we keep trying, experimenting, new and new innovation things with our students. So these are the 2-3 key strengths which, when we had started with a batch of 100 students of one course, has led us to where we are today with a strength of more than 3,000 students. So I think, yes, these are the strengths which we have worked upon, we have identified. And of course, there are various other small inner strengths. Like every department has its own strength. You connect with the students, you connect with your support system, with your alumni, in your, how you have your sessions, the way you deliver. But of course, what we have identified are primarily these three things. Definitely.
Thank you so much for giving your valuable time, ma'am. It was a pleasure. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Take care. All the best.